spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the number 8 rusher in the NFL last season, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? The
run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Drop, 17.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And some space here. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. First down, here's Mitchell. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Lance looking to throw it. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On play action, Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. 19 yards that time for number 19.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Finding Gray going across the field. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal.
And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Ty Davis-Price with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Though CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Panthers nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Mayfield on play action. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And again, it's Mayfield. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Panthers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that's a good fit.
Oh, that is going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try to buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations? In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
That's returnable now for Smith. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Mayfield looks to throw. Open man is Anderson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. Ronnie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have moved out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 2. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one here.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Lance now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lance going to throw. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
6. Ball red. Right.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Lance looks to throw again. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Shotgun now for Lance. That's complete left side to Gray. Touchdown 49ers.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Never want to underestimate what this young man does, but it's just more of the same from DJ Moore last season as we see him pick up a first down there. 3rd straight year above 1,100 yards, but also his 3rd straight year held to just 4 touchdowns. With his ability to move after the catch and also his ability to take it in the run game, I expect those touchdown numbers to climb.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Mayfield with it once more. For Marshall, that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 2. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
A final shot before half for Lance. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On the run, this will be Anderson. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Lance now on 1st down. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in. Off the tip there, really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it in about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. When you got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. McCaffrey on the counter. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He gets it to Thomas. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender, but a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Flushed out right. And returns it right back to Samuel. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now Lance again. And he is is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Going up top. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Lance to throw for it on fourth down. Rolling to his left. Completes it to Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal.
Nice rhythm fill there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Danny Gray, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Niners 21, Panthers 16. Robbie Gould kicking it off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On second and 10, Mayfield. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Mayfield now. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
First down, Mayfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. After the sack on first down, Mayfield finding McCaffrey on the slant. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 1, Lance. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, drafts 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Lance throwing out wide for Samuel. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Mayfield to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Pass complete, and it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. They run over center with Mitchell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 55 rushing yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Let's go.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now goal for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Niners 31, Panthers 16.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st down.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Mayfield. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mayfield. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Mayfield. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Here's Baker. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game, that means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were